And when the Abhishekam is done, please ensure that the conscience does not touch the deceased. As soon as the Abhishekam is over, please come down the stairs, giving way for the next person.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Please don't touch the conscience of the deity.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. बोलो श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की। सभी बोलिए जोर से हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम
राम राम
हरे हरे
हरे हरे।
राधे राधा गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद बोलिए
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद बोलिए
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद पुकारिए प्रेम से
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda
Radhe Radhe गोविंदा गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंदा गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंदा गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंदा गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंदा गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद
राधे राधे गोविंदा गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंदा गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंदा गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंदा गोविंद राधे
में ताली बजाने से लोग जी कहते हैं हमारी हस्त रेखा बदल जाती है। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम
Hare Krishna. We will be ending the Abhishekam at 6:40. So kindly do the Abhishekam. Please go off the stage. Yeah, and please finish the Abhishekam quickly so that the others get a chance.
हरे कृष्णा। हम अभी अभिषेक थोड़ी देर में समाप्त होने वाला है, तो कृपया ज्यादा समय न व्यतीत करते हुए थोड़ा स्पीडीली स्टार्ट करें।
हरे कृष्णा। जब आपका अभिषेक का जब मौका आएगा तो कृपया थोड़ा तेजी से अभिषेक कीजिए अभी, क्योंकि अभी बहुत लोग पीछे खड़े जिनका अभिषेक हुआ नहीं है। तो जब आप स्टेज पे जाएंगे कृपया जल्दी से अभिषेक करके आगे निकलिए, तो बहुत जन को अभिषेक का अवसर नहीं मिलेगा। हरे कृष्ण।
गोविंद 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 सभी बोलिए हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम
राम राम
हरे हरे
हरे हरे।
ये जो कलयुग है इसमें श्री कृष्ण भगवान स्वयं आके नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की धर्म स्थापना की है, और वो है सभी को मिलके भगवान के नाम को पुकारना है। और जब हम सब मिलके भगवान के नाम को पुकारेंगे तो भगवान जरूर से हमारी प्रार्थना को स्वीकार करेंगे। तो आइए हम सब मिलके हमारे इस अनमोल मनुष्य जीवन को सफल बनाने का प्रयास करें।
મને કાર્ડ આપી જાઉં ઓલા હરેશના
भजे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल बोलो 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 भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल 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 भज गोविंद गोविंद भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल 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 गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल बोलो 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 भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. 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 Hare Govinda 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 Gopal. Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal Gopal Gopal
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. The gents line is practically empty, so we suggest a few of the ladies to go on the side, please.
Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. Hare Govinda Govinda Gopal. Hare Govinda Gopal. Hare Govinda 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 Govinda Gopal. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal, Gopal, Govinda Govinda Gopal, Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Bhaja 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 Govinda Govinda Gopal, Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal, Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal, 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 Govinda Govinda Gopal, Bhaja 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 Govinda Govinda Gopal. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal, Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopal. Hello, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
सभी बोलिए हरे रामा,
Hare Rama,
राम राम,
Ram Ram,
हरे हरे,
Hare
बोलिए हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे राम, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. We are ending the Abhishekam now. If there is anybody left, please come forward right now.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, we are ending the Abhishekam now. Is there anybody left? Please come forward soon.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
सभी बोलिए हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे हरे
हरे
हरे राम
राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम
राम राम
हरे
हरे हरे
Haribo, such a wonderful experience. So let us express our gratitude to His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhuji, His Grace Surya Krishna Prabhuji, His Grace Shrikant Krishna Prabhuji, and His Grace Sudhir Chaitanya Prabhuji for giving us an opportunity to offer our Abhishekam to their Lordship. So let us chant 3 times Haribo! 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 We also express our sincere gratitude to all the people who have enthusiastically participated in this program.
Hare Krishna. We now call upon Ramana Prabhuji to make an announcement.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you. You must have witnessed and experienced a very nice Abhishekam of their Lordships, Sri Sri Radha Giridhari. So I just wanted to make an announcement that this program here is been happening since last 15 years. This is the 16th year. Of course, last 2 years were online programs, but we have entered Sweet 16 this year with all your grace. And this program, in fact, the satsang program has been started by uh, Sitaramaya ji, T. Sitaramaya. He is actually at US now. That is why he is not amongst us. He is retired as DGM technical audit. He is famous as technical audit person. So he started here, and we after that we continued. So we are very grateful to him that he has laid the foundation stone, and shown us all the guidance and given. After that also he was now also he is giving guidance to us. So by his grace we are doing all these things. And of course, another personality we wanted to remember on this event is Vijay Chandra Behra. So he's retired as GM from Vizag Refinery. After that, he passed away actually, unfortunately, because of liver cancer. So around a year or 1.5 year back. So he was very much part of us, uh, helping us actually serving here. Yeah, there are videos of him participating in Abhishek and then serving devotees. So he was very enthusiastic, very childlike personality, very innocent. So we are remembering him on this event, and uh, like we'll dedicate this program to him, so that wherever he is there, he is you know serving the Lord and the devotees like this. So with these few things, I welcome everyone once again, and hand over the mic to next events, who's been coordinated by Virendra Prabhu, cultural events, and after that, Prabhuji's pravachan will be there. Kindly be there and participate enthusiastically. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Now that the Abhishekam is over, I'm sure everybody is very in a spiritual mood. So let's join once again in chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So once again, welcoming you all for this Janmashtami Mahotsav. This is the 14th consecutive year. Last 2 years we had online celebrations. So Prabhuji, like Prabhuji said, we are in the sweet 16th year of celebration.
Haribol!
So we have some eminent, well-renowned and personalities, senior devotees from ISKCON Chowpatty. We welcome Radha Gopinath Prabhuji, His Grace Narasimha Prabhuji, His Grace Srikant Krishna Prabhuji, and His Grace Vishabhanu Prabhuji. Thank you all, and we seek your blessings to carry forward this program, and also the blessings of all the esteemed guests here.
We started this program in the year 2007 in a very small way. Now, this is one of the biggest celebration in our colony, and many people are eagerly awaiting for this program to happen. Many people over the years have participated in it and have gained immense spiritual benefits. This program is conducted under the banner of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, ISKCON Chowpatty. ISKCON was founded in the year 1966 by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. By the immense efforts of Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, today ISKCON has more than 650 temples along with various eco-villages, farms and Govinda restaurants.
Okay, now that you're talking about ISKCON, let me tell them about the programs that's been happening here. We have fortnightly satsang on Srimad Bhagavatam. We have online Srimad Bhagavatam classes. We have mentor-mentee programs. We have children's program of Gopal Fun School in the age group of 10 to 14 and Kana group in the age of 4 to 10. We have about 65 to 70 people from this colony and the neighboring colony attending this program, and 20 to 25 children attending the children's program. Isn't that a wonderful number?
Definitely. Haribol.
So this is wonderful opportunity for everybody to take and participate in your spiritual progress, to understand our scriptures, culture, and to learn slokas. So once again, welcome you all on this eventful day.
Oh, there is a very special attraction today. Today we have kept a question and answer counter just outside the auditorium hall. So the counter is being attended by His Grace Sridhama Sakha Prabhuji. So Sridhama Sakha Prabhuji is a very senior devotee and he has been associated with us for past 12 years. For past 12 years, Prabhuji has been conducting the Bhagavatam classes and Srimad Bhagavad Gita classes. Along with this, there is another journey of self-discovery program of which you all can inquire about. So, with this, kindly avail this opportunity and do visit this counter.
So now we hand over, we will be waiting the cultural program. So before any auspicious thing happen, let's have a sloka recitation by our Kana group children. So before we go on to this journey to the Dwapara Yuga, everybody please join me and let's make the mood of Dwapara Yuga. We welcome Avya and Nitya of the Kana group. Please give them a loud applause.
Hello friends, I am Avra Gupta. Today I am going to tell you some secrets about Supreme Personality of Godhead. Do you know who is Supreme Personality of Godhead? That Brahma Saran from Sambrata, Ishara Param Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam, and Vad. भगवान श्री कृष्ण ही परम परमेश्वर है तथा सच्चिदानंद वादी पुरुष कर्म सभी कारणों के कारण है. Now you know Krishna is supreme personality of God. Do you know why? As per Vishnu Purana, as Sarasya Samagrasya, Vidya Sashya, Jnana Vala Chachava, Shannam Vaka Itirana. भगवान वो है जिसे ऐश्वर्य, शक्ति, प्रसन्नति, संपत्ति, ज्ञान, सौंदर्य, वैराग्य के सीमित स्वामी है. वो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ही है. वो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ही है. Excited. Now you may want to know how to make relation with Krishna. So here is the secret told by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Padram Pushpam Phalam Toyam यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदं भक्ति उपरतम अस्नामि प्रयतात्मनः. भगवान वो है जो भक्त प्रेम पूर्वक मुझे पुष्प फल जल आदि अर्पित करता है उसे मैं सब ग्रहण करता हूँ. It is so simple. Now I am going to tell you the secret how to attain Krishna revealed by Krishna himself to Arjuna. तस्या सर्वेषु कालेषु मानस्मरयुद्ध च मार्पत मनोर्बुद्धे ध्वानि तन्मतन् मम. अपने कर्तव्य करते हुए रूप में मेरा चिंतन करो. मन बुद्धि या कर्म को मुझ में समर्पित करके तुम निश्चय ही मुझे प्राप्त करोगे. Now you may be thinking, what will we get by serving Krishna? So answer in Bhagavad Gita. Yatta Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatta Bharta Dhanadhara, Tatta Shivaji Yobhuti, Dwani Tenmatanara. Now I request you. Jaya Shri Krishna, a Param Dhanara Arjuna, Vashi Vijay Anitin Shata. Now I request you, please raise your hand and chant with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Nitya? 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 Come.
Hare Krishna Babuji and Mataji. My name is Nitya Valananai. Today I am became Srimati Radharani. Tatta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Guruvavash. Radha Guruvavashwari Rushavana Sutta Devi Panamami Haripi. Patram Pushpam Phalam Tuya Yome Vaktya Payachati Dada Bhakti Utupam Asmami Payatatmanaha
Yeah, I'll give you. After I finish.
Satata Kitayantu Mam Yadastasya Duravatam Nastasya Mam Bhakti Nitya Upasate Chadama Kadama Chavediyam Yo Veti Tatvataha Yakta Deham Punajanma Naiti Mameti Suarjuna. Hare Krishna to all of you. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Lovely. That requires a big round of applause. Srikant Krishna Prabhuji, these are your future students. I now hand out the mic.
हरिबो
Wow, such a great talent.
कितनी सुंदर प्रस्तुति है.
वाकई
अच्छा समिता, आपका फेवरेट सुपरस्टार कौन है?
मेरे फेवरेट सुपरस्टार तो बहुत सारे हैं,
जैसे
जैसे अभिषेक बच्चन, अमिताभ बच्चन, सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा, MS धोनी.
अरे बस बस बस, रियल सुपरस्टार का तो आपने नाम ही नहीं लिया.
रियल सुपरस्टार ये कौन है?
अरे नन्हे मुन्नों को भी पता है.
अच्छा, क्या मेरे साथ आप सबको भी जानना है? तो आइए सुनते हैं नन्हे मुन्नों की जुबानी.
आइए.
बाहर क्यों आ रहे हो?
प्रभु फोन दीजिए. फोन फोन.
क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है? हाँ रुको पहले उसको आने दो फिर जाओ. नहीं, तुम्हें भी हो रहा है? नहीं थोड़ा ऊपर करना है. बस ऊपर ही. यार डांस स्टार्ट हो रहा है, चुप रहो. फैन को हटा लो.
शांत रहो, आवाज देखो.
हाँ जा.
एक बार एक किसी का टाइट लो.
क्या गा रही हो?
भैया मैं पोएम गा रही हूँ।
तो क्या तुम्हें लिटिल कृष्णा का भजन नहीं आता?
नहीं भैया, क्या आप मुझे लिटिल कृष्णा का पोएम सिखा देंगे?
हाँ, जरूर सिखाऊंगा, पर तुम्हें भी मेरे साथ गाना पड़ेगा।
मैं जरूर गाऊंगी।
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, नंदलाला की जय जय।
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, नंदलाला की जय जयकार.
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar.
भैया भैया, ये लिटिल कृष्णा कौन है और कहाँ रहता है?
वृंदावन में है रहता कन्हैया, कृष्ण कहे तो कोई बंसी बजैया। वृंदावन में है रहता कन्हैया, कृष्ण कहे तो कोई बंसी बजैया। वंडरफुल इसका दरबार, वंडरफुल इसका दरबार, नंदलाला की जय जयकार।
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, नंदलाला की जय जयकार.
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. अच्छा गुड़िया, तुम्हें सबसे प्यारा कौन लगता है?
माँ तो कहती है कि देखने में चंदा मामा सबसे प्यारे लगते हैं, लेकिन लिटिल कृष्ण कैसा दिखता है?
थोड़ा थोड़ा गोरा, थोड़ा थोड़ा काला, चंदा मामा से भी प्यारा कान्हा है हमारा। हाँ, थोड़ा थोड़ा गोरा, थोड़ा थोड़ा काला, चंदा मामा से भी प्यारा कान्हा है हमारा। करले करले इसके बाल, करले करले इसके बाल, नंदलाला की जय जयकार।
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, नंदलाला की जय जयकार.
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar.
भैया ये लिटिल कृष्ण करता क्या है?
गैया चराई कभी माखन चुराई, बंशी की धुन पे सबको नचाई। गैया चराई कभी माखन चुराई, बंशी की धुन पे ये सबको नचाई। ब्यूटीफुल है मदन गोपाल, ब्यूटीफुल है मदन गोपाल, नंदलाला की जय जयकार।
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar. सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, सूरज चांद सितारे गाते, नंदलाला की जय जयकार.
Twinkle twinkle little star, Krishna मेरा superstar.
हरी बोल। तो कैसा लगा आपको हमारे नन्हे मोनों का नर्सरी राइम? तो जोरदार तालियां हो जाए एक बार।
अच्छा, तो अब मुझे पता चला रियल सुपरस्टार कौन है। अच्छा, तो मेरा एक और सवाल है। रियल सुपरस्टार तो पता चल गए, पर हम उन्हें प्लीज कैसे करें?
हाँ, गुड क्वेश्चन। तो कृष्णा को प्लीज करने के तो कई साधन हैं। उनमें से एक है दास्य रस।
दासी रस, ये क्या होता है?
तो क्या आप भी जानना चाहते हैं? तो आइए जानते हैं उनसे जो स्वयं दास्य रस के शिरोमणि हैं।
हाँ हाँ, चलिए।
आइए।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनौ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर जय मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर भूत अतुलित बल धामा जग छत्र पवन सुख नामा वीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के समान मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर जय मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर भरन विराज सुकेसा कुंडल कुंचित केसा वज्र ध्वजा विराजे काले मूंज जनेऊ सारे मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर जय मान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति गुलोक उजागर शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर उच्चरित सुनबे को रसिया उच्चरित सुनबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया रूप धरि सिंह दिखावा रूप धरि लंक जलावा रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि रघुपति की बहुत बड़ाई दुर्लभ प्रिय भरत सर्वाई सबदन तुम्हारो यश गावे अस कभी श्रीपति कंठ लगावे स्वागत सहित अहिंसा वेद दिखपाल जहाते अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास सरार रघुपति के रसा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे
दुनिया चले ना श्री राम के बिना, राम जी चले ना हनुमान के बिना। वाह, see the survivorship of हनुमान जी towards Lord Ram. अच्छा, हमने दास्य रस तो देख लिया, क्या इसके अलावा कोई और प्रकार के रस है?
और भी कई रस। कृष्ण तो रसराज है और सभी रसों में सर्वोत्तम है माधुर्य रस, जो वृंदावन में प्रकाशित हुआ है।
अच्छा, मुझे इसके बारे में और जानना है।
क्या आप सभी को भी जानना है? क्या आप सभी को भी जानना है? तो आइए चलते हैं वृंदावन की ओर।
हाँ हाँ, चलिए।
चलिए।
बांके बिहारी मेरे बांके बिहारी लाल तुम इतना ना करियो श्रृंगार नजर लग जाएगी नजर लग जाएगी मेरे बांके बिहारी लाल तुम इतना मत करियो श्रृंगार नजर लग जाएगी नजर लग जाएगी मेरे भाग्य बिहारी तोरी सूरतिया पे मन मोरा टिका प्यारा लागे तोरा पीला पटका तेरी सूरतिया पे मन मोरा अटका प्यारा लागे तोरा पीला पटका तेरी सूरतिया पे मन मोरा अटका प्यारा लागे तोरा पीला तोरी मेरी चाल तोरी तेरी मेरी चाल तुम इतना न करियो श्रृंगार नजर लग जाएगी नजर लग जाएगी मेरे भाग्य बिहारी तेरी मुरलिया पे मन मोरा टिका प्यारा लागे तोरा नीला पटका तोरी मुरलिया पे मन मोरा अटका प्यारा लागे तोरा नीला पटका तोरी मुरलिया पे मन मोरा अटका प्यारा लागे तोरा नीला तोरे अंगर वाले बाल तोरे अंगर वाले बाल तुम इतना न करियो श्रृंगार नजर लग जाएगी नजर लग जाएगी मेरे भाग्य बिहारी लाल
यशोमती नंदन व्रजवर नागर गोकुल रंजन काना गोपीकरण धन मदन मनोहर कालिया दमन विधान ओहो कृष्णा कितने नटखट हो तुम
जशोदा मैया को कितना सताते हो
चोरी चोरी माखन खाना
गोपियों के घर में मटकी फोड़ना
और न जाने क्या क्या
किंतु यशोदा मैया का प्रेम कृष्ण के प्रति किंचित भी कम नहीं होता।
तो आइए इस वात्सल्यपूर्ण लीला का आनंद उठाते हैं।
आइए।
बड़ा नटखट है रे कृष्ण कन्हैया, आकर यशोदा मैया। बड़ा नटखट है कृष्ण कन्हैया, आकर यशोदा मैया। बड़ा नटखट है कृष्ण कन्हैया, आकर यशोदा मैया। बड़ा नटखट है रे। ढूंढे रे अखियाँ उसे चौहान, जाने कहाँ छुप गया नंद किशोर। ढूंढे रे अखियाँ उसे चौहान, जाने कहाँ छुप गया नंद किशोर। जैसे पुरवैया आकर यशोदा मैया। मैया रे, बड़ा नटखट है बड़ा नटखट है रे
कृष्ण कन्हैया,
क्या करे
यशोदा मैया।
वाह, कृष्ण की लीलाएं कितनी मधुर है।
यशोदा मैया वात्सल्य की पराकाष्ठा है।
अच्छा, तो मेरे मन में ना बहुत वक्त से कहावत गूंज रही है, अ फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इन डीड।
हाँ सही तो है, जो मुसीबत में काम आए वही तो सच्चा मित्र है। मित्रता भी कितना अनोखा रिश्ता है। सच्चा मित्र वो है जिसे हम अपनी सारी चिंताएं छोड़कर निश्चिंत हो सकते।
तो आइए श्रील प्रभुपाद
और
और
सभी वैष्णवों की प्रसन्नता के लिए
प्रस्तुत है एक मित्रता को परिभाषित करती
यह नाटिका।
नाटिका।
कृष्ण सुदामा।
बाबा बाबा, हमें बहुत भूख लगी है और माँ ने कहा आप हमारे लिए कुछ लेके आए हैं। मेरी प्यारे बच्ची, यह कुछ भिक्षा में मिला है, इसे अपने माता को दे दो, वे इससे आपके लिए कुछ भोजन बना देगी।
सुदामा भगवान कृष्ण के बहुत ही नेक ब्राह्मण मित्र थे। शुद्ध ब्राह्मण होने के कारण वो दिव्य ज्ञान के उच्च स्तर पे थे, इसलिए उनको भौतिक चीजों की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं थी। परंतु उनकी पत्नी सदैव अपने पति की चिंता करती थी।
ऐसा और कितने दिन चलेगा? मैं अपने लिए कुछ नहीं मांगती, परंतु बच्चों की शुदा कैसे शांत होगी? आपने भी 2 दिन से कुछ नहीं खाया है, केवल जल का ही पान किया है। वसुंधरे, हर एक व्यक्ति को अपने कर्म फलों को भोगना ही पड़ता है और मैं इसे भी भगवान श्री कृष्ण की कृपा ही मानता हूँ। स्वामी, हमारे बच्चों के विषय में भी तो विचार कीजिए। अगर आपकी अनुमति हो तो मैं कुछ प्रस्ताव रखूं? हाँ हाँ वसुंधरी, क्या कहना चाहती हो? स्वामी, मैं जानती हूँ आप और द्वारकाधीश काल सखा है। स्वामी, आप द्वारकाधीश से सहायता क्यों नहीं लेते? आप तो उनके परम भक्त भी हैं और वह भक्त वत्सल भी। मेरे प्रिय स्वामी, आप द्वारकापुरी जाकर द्वारकाधीश श्री कृष्ण से सहायता क्यों नहीं लेते? नहीं नहीं वसुंधरी, यह संभव नहीं। श्री कृष्ण पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम भगवान है और मेरे एकमात्र स्वामी है। सेवक भला स्वामी से सेवा कैसे करवा सकता है? स्वामी, वे तो सबके हृदय में निवास करते हैं, उन्हें तो सब कुछ ज्ञात है। नहीं नहीं वसुंधरी, कृपया समझने का प्रयास करो। नहीं नहीं, अब और नहीं सहा जाता। मुझसे आपकी और हमारे बच्चों की ऐसी दशा अब और नहीं देखी जाती। स्वामी, मैं आपके आगे हाथ जोड़कर याचना करती हूँ कि आपके और हमारे बच्चों के प्राण आपके हाथ में हैं। ठीक है, मैं जाऊंगा। मैं द्वारकाधीश से मिलने अवश्य जाऊंगा, किंतु मैं उनसे कोई आशा नहीं करूंगा। वसुंधरे, शास्त्र कहता है कि मित्र के घर खाली हाथ नहीं जाना चाहिए और हमारे घर में तो कुछ भी नहीं है। जाते ही कृष्ण पूछेंगे मेरे लिए क्या लाए हो? हाँ स्वामी, मैं अभी कुछ प्रबंध करके लेकर आती हूँ। स्वामी, ये देखिए घर में कुछ मिला है, ये श्री कृष्ण को अवश्य ही पसंद आएगा।
कृष्ण के विचारों में खोए हुए सुदामा द्वारका नगरी के लिए निकल पड़ते हैं।
कितनी सुंदर है। मैं कृष्ण से मिलने जा रहा हूँ। कृष्णा, कृष्णा,
हेलो रावण देव,
आप कहाँ जा रहे हो? मैं द्वारकाधीश से मिलने जा रहा हूँ।
लगता है तुम्हारे साथ कोई अन्याय हुआ है। क्या तुम द्वारकाधीश से न्याय मांगने आए हो?
नहीं नहीं, मैं द्वारकाधीश से न्याय मांगने नहीं आया हूँ। तो फिर क्या आपके साथ कोई अत्याचार हुआ? नहीं नहीं, मेरे साथ कोई अत्याचार नहीं हुआ है।
तो क्या आप द्वारकाधीश से दान दक्षिणा मांगने आए हैं?
नहीं नहीं, तो फिर आपको क्या चाहिए? द्वारकाधीश मेरे भाई सगा है। मैं उनसे मिलने जा रहा हूँ।
बाल सका। ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे रुकिए, हम उनसे अनुमति मांग कर आते हैं। द्वारकाधीश की जय हो। प्रणाम द्वारकाधीश। स्वामी, यदि आपके आज्ञा हो तो एक संदेशा सुनाऊं?
कहो द्वारपाल, क्या बात है? भगवान द्वार पर एक ब्राह्मण देवता आए हैं और आपसे मिलने की अनुमति मांग रहे हैं। द्वारपाल, द्वारका में ब्राह्मणों के प्रवेश के लिए अनुमति की आवश्यकता कब से पड़ने लगी? द्वारकापुरी का राजमशाल तो सदैव ब्राह्मणों और साधुओं के लिए खुला है।
क्षमा कीजिए स्वामी, बात यह नहीं है।
तो क्या बात है?
प्रभु, बात यह है कि यह व्यक्ति कोई साधारण व्यक्ति नहीं लगता, कोई विकसित प्राणी प्रतीत होता है।
यह तुमने कैसे जाना? पहली बात तो यह है कि वह दिखने में परम दरिद्र दिखाई देता है। न पैरों में खड़ाऊ और न सिर पर पगड़ी। प्रभु, धोती भी फटी हुई है, किंतु दरिद्रता का तो विचित्रता की निशानी नहीं।
स्वामी, एक और बात है, यह व्यक्ति बार बार आपको अपना बालसखा कहता है।
बालसखा? हमारा परम मित्र कौन है वो? सुदामा, यहाँ बैठो। मैं यहाँ कैसे बैठ सकता हूँ कृष्ण? ओह सुदामा, अब मान भी जाओ, अब बैठ भी जाओ ना। मुझे समझ नहीं आता श्री कृष्ण इस दीनहीन ब्राह्मण की इतनी सेवा क्यों कर रहे हैं?
अवश्य ही यह व्यक्ति विशेष है। देखते नहीं कैसे द्वारकाधीश इन्हें अपने आसन पर बिठाकर इनका बड़े स्नेह से आलिंगन कर रहे हैं।
इतना ही नहीं, द्वारकाधीश ने तो अपने आंसुओं से स्वयं इस ब्राह्मण के चरण धोए। ये अवश्य ही द्वारकाधीश के खास मित्र है। कितने वर्ष बाद याद किया मुझे सुदामा? मैं तो तुम्हें भूला ही नहीं, तो आए क्यों नहीं? वो मैंने सोचा कि क्या सोचा सुदामा? क्या सोचा? हाँ, मैं सब कुछ समझ गया। तुमने सोचा होगा कि मैं द्वारकाधीश बन गया हूँ, तुम्हें भूल जाऊंगा, तुम्हें पहचानूंगा तक नहीं, है ना सुदामा? है ना? हाँ, मैंने यही सोचा। अच्छा सुदामा, याद है वो दिन हम गुरुजी के आश्रम में नई नई विद्याएं सीखते थे, खेलते थे और गुरुजी की सेवा भी करते थे। हाँ हाँ कृष्णा, क्या दिन थे वो। हाँ, बहुत सुनहरे दिन थे। अच्छा अब ये सब छोड़ो, तुमने मेरे लिए क्या लाया है? भाभी ने जरूर मेरे लिए कुछ तो भेजा होगा। नहीं, कुछ खास नहीं कृष्ण। ऐसी तुच्छ वस्तु मैं कृष्ण के सामने कैसे अर्पित कर सकता हूँ? ओह सुदामा, बचपन से तुम ऐसे ही हो। याद है गुरुजी के आश्रम में तुम चुप चुप के खाते थे, अभी भी तुम छुपा रहे हो। अच्छा लाओ तो सही। नहीं नहीं कृष्ण, लाओ तो सही। अरे बताओ तो। वाह, इतना बढ़िया पोहा लाए थे और मुझसे छुपा रहे थे। आहा, पोहे की इतनी मात्रा केवल मुझे ही नहीं, संपूर्ण सृष्टि को संतुष्ट करेगी। सुदामा, तुमने मेरे लिए इतने प्रेम से यह पोहा लाया है, मैं इसे कैसे स्वीकार ना करूं? ऐसे तो मुझे किसी भी वस्तु की आवश्यकता नहीं है, परंतु यदि मेरे भक्त प्रेम भाव से मुझे कुछ भी अर्पित करता है, चाहे वो वस्तु कितनी भी उपेक्ष हो, मैं उसे बड़े आनंद से स्वीकार करता हूँ। यदि मेरा शुद्ध भक्त एक फल, फूल, छोटी पत्ती या थोड़ा जल जैसे नगण्य वस्तु भी अर्पित करता है, तो मैं सिर्फ उसका स्वीकार नहीं करता, परंतु आनंद पूर्वक उसका सेवन भी करता हूँ।
हरि बोल। तो कैसी लगी आपको ये प्रस्तुति? मेरी तो आंखों में आंसू आ गए इससे तो एक बार बच्चों के उत्साहवर्धन के लिए हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे राम, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे।
In Vrindavan, there are many devotees who exhibit Dasya Ras,
साख्य रस,
Vatsalya Ras.
माधुर्य रस।
All the devotees of Krishna are overwhelmed by thoughts of Krishna.
Based on our love for Krishna, we can serve him as a master, as a friend, as a companion, or as a parent. So,
तो आपको कौन सा रस अच्छा लगा? सोचिए
सोचिए सोचिए।
और हम चले वृंदावन की ओर। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, wasn't that indeed a wonderful performance? And didn't you get a glimpse of all the rasas? Now we call upon, while the stage is getting ready, we call upon Sri Masaka Prabhuji to speak a few words about His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhu, who will be giving us Krishna Katha.
Hare Krishna. So, I have the very pleasant duty of introducing our speaker for today. Of course, before that, I think while Mataji did say, and Virendra Prabhu and Samhita did a beautiful job of comparing, I'm sure all of us will accept that this beautiful presentation by the children of these congregations, this congregation that is here, it really touched the heart. The different rasas, you can see all around the auditorium here. the different rasas, that the Lord has with his devotees. It has been beautifully displayed here. I'd request all of you to take a look around you while we are, discussing. And let us once more express our, very deep and loving gratitude to these wonderful children and the devotees who have set up this program. I can't imagine how much effort has gone into setting it up. Let us express our deep gratitude by loudly chanting 3 times. Hare Krishna. So we come now to the highlight of the evening. We say that, we already had such a wonderful presentation. What could be better? We have the rare, not rare, but His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhu has been coming here for several years. Out of the last 15, 16 years that we have had Janmashtami here, I think only once or twice he has missed. He has always been here to encourage us. So everyone in one sense knows Radha Gopinath Prabhu, but for those of you who don't know him, I'll just take a few moments to introduce him. Radha Gopinath Prabhu, he is one of the senior most brahmacharis, monks in Shri Radha Gopinath temple. He has been associated with our temple since 1988, I think 1988 or 89. That's almost 34 years dedicated to this service of Shri Radha Gopinath. He has been one of the most prolific preachers in our congregation right from the beginning, because of his wonderful scholarship and very wonderful attitude. It's not just a lot of people have scholarship, but the humility and the humor and the very compassionate nature that he brings to the table, it touches the hearts of so many people. Over the years, he has conducted, this science of self-realization course, GOST course, Journey of Self-Discovery, 6-day Bhagavad Gita course, and tens of thousands of devotees who became devotees by attending his course. So he has touched the lives of so many devotees. He is one of the leadership council of Radha Gopinath Temple. He also goes and preaches in Kolhapur. He's helping to bring up the congregation there. He has been a global preacher. He has been to places like Russia, USA, various places, UK. He has preached in various places across the world. And he is especially renowned for his wonderful classes, very scholarly but very heart-touching classes on the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, as always, it is always a privilege to have him with us. With his very sweet nature, he has won the hearts of all devotees. So, let us express our gratitude to Radha Gopinath Prabhu for being here with us again by loudly chanting 3 times, Haribo! 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 So, I'd like to request Radha Gopinath Prabhu to kindly come here and kindly enlighten us. And I request our Jadekar Prabhu to offer a garland to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी कुपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनीश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I am extremely grateful to be with all of you again this evening. I would like to welcome all of you to the eternal spiritual and the ultimate version of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The whole country this year has been celebrating the 75th anniversary of the independence of India. And it deserves that celebration, truly. But I was thinking that the appearance of Sri Krishna in this world is the ultimate and spiritual expression of the bliss of eternal freedom. Let's take these three words: Azadi, independence; Amrit, nectarian; and Mahotsav, celebration. Yes, we have been freed from the rule of the British. But as they say, when someone else hurts your tongue, you may get angry. But when your own teeth bites your tongue, who can you blame? So earlier we had the British to blame. But now for all the anxieties, whatever sufferings, inadequacies, struggles, we can't blame anyone. In fact, this material existence is described in the Bhagavad Gita with two adjectives: Dukhalayam, Ashashvatam, a place of misery by default, and temporary. And in this world, the Lord appears to actually give us the message of the ultimate freedom. Freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Last Janmashtami, few days back, I was in Kolhapur and we had set up a question answer stall as it has been set up here today. And there was one young man who had come to the stall, very intelligent young man. There was a questionnaire, he filled up the questionnaire. And when discussion happened, it was like, know your spiritual quotient. Some 8 questions so that you are supposed to answer that. And when he was told about the statement of Gita, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshana Darshana, birth, old age, disease, death, inevitable. So he very intelligently asked a question. He said, All right, death. Nobody wants it. Old age, I can understand. Disease, the word itself says, not at ease. Well, how can birth be a problem? And he just wasn't convinced that birth is a problem. And the person who was trying to explain was trying to convince him birth is the source of all problem. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatharesha. And then the thought came when discussion started. He said, whose birth? The birth of the body, which is the root cause of all the other issues, the subtle body, the gross body, the mind, etc. But actually the soul is Sat, eternal, Chit, full of knowledge, and Ananda, full of bliss. And to some extent he got convinced. All right, all right. And then he was asked to come for the course where we discuss elaborately in detail. So the point is, truly, freedom from what? We, try through economic development. We want freedom from poverty. Through medicines, we want freedom from diseases. So many technology and science is providing so many facilities to free us from many other things. But true freedom is freedom from the cycle of birth and death. No one wants. Krishna, in fact, says in the Gita, as it was so beautifully recited by our little children, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tatvatah tyatva deham punarjanmanaiti mameti sorjuna. Truly, Krishna comes to reveal to us, as so beautifully demonstrated. It's like an advertisement. Krishna's appearance is an ad inviting us to his eternal abode of just chant and dance and be happy, an eternal life. That's what he is inviting us to. So that's true freedom, azadi. And Amrit. Amrit also means nectar. And the scriptures, the Vedic literatures, clearly say, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. The purpose why the Vedas have been revealed to all of us, revealed, is basically to, from Asat, temporary, go to Sat. From Tamas, darkness, go to light, Jyotirgamaya. And from death to deathlessness, Amritangamaya. And very interesting, Krishna, in his pastimes, reveals what is real nectar. The reason why people want to drink Amrit is basically for three reasons. Amrit is supposed to be extremely tasty. That's why when we drink something and it is very nice, we say, Wah, Amrit jaisa. As if we drink it every day. We don't even know what Amrit tastes like, but we know something. The demigods and the devatas and the asuras were churning the ocean to get Amrit, Samudra Manthan. It's very tasty. It instantly gives energy. And thirdly, it makes us eternal or makes our life very long. The difference, when the Amrit was churned, Amrit came. The nectar came. Eventually it came to the Devatas. The Devatas did drink the Amrit, but still they were very fearful of the demoniac people. Anytime the demons attack the Swargaloka, Indra is in anxiety. even though he has drunk Amrit. It may give a long life, but no one can give an eternal life in this world. Abrahma bhona loka punaravartin Arjuna. From Brahmaloka, the topmost of this material existence, to the Patala Loka, everyone is a place of repetition of eventually somebody has to die. In Krishna's pastime, there was another churning which was done. Very soon we'll be having the Kartik month when we will celebrate the Damodar Leela. When Mother Yashoda bound Krishna, she was also churning butter. What is the difference between the churning of the Devatas and the Asuras to get nectar and Yashoda Mai churning the milk or curd, yogurt to actually get some butter? Both are churning. But there is a difference between these two churning. The Devatas, after drinking the nectar, continued to have several problems again and again, repeatedly. While anyone who hears the beautiful pastime of churning of yogurt into butter simply for the service and pleasure of Krishna by Mother Yashoda is relieved permanently from all the miseries of the world. Another interesting thing, when the churning was done by the Asuras and the Devas, Lord Vishnu, in the form of Dhanvantari, came with the nectar. He wasn't interested in drinking it. He just gave it to the Devatas and he said, Haribol. He just left. But when Mother Yashoda was churning the butter, because it was her love, her unmotivated, uninterrupted, pure, selfless love, because of which she was churning the butter, Krishna, who was sleeping, woke up and he actually wanted to steal it and eat it and distribute it. That butter was nothing but Mother Yashoda's pure love. That is the real Amrit, which even the Lord is eager to actually taste. And that love actually makes the Lord become a slave and lose his independence. Aham bhakta paradhino hi aswatantra ivadvija. As if he has lost his independence. That's the power of this love. Because the Lord, who is supremely independent, becomes controlled by the love of his devotee. That's the power of bhakti. That's the power of devotion. That's the power of pure love, which is the ultimate gift to any human being. There are 4 purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. But compared to the 5th purushartha, purushartha shiromani, prema pamartho mahan, that prema which no other avatars have ever come to give, that avatara, that prema, that ultimate perfection of the human form of life, Krishna came to relish and to advertise. He came to relish himself and show to the whole world how powerful is this love, how powerful is this ingredient. It actually purchases me. I become sold out to the love of my devotee. And therefore, when Krishna comes into this world, simply to relish, to demonstrate, and to advertise, it is the greatest festival. And this festival is the ultimate Mahotsav. And another name for this in Vrindavan is Nandotsav. The day Krishna was born, the next day, he was born at 12 in the night. And as soon as devotees in Vrindavan came to know that Krishna has appeared in the home of Nanda Maharaj, there was a huge festival. And that festival is called Nandotsav. And that is the real Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Another form of that, name of that is Nandotsav. Before I say why Nanda Maharaj celebrated and how he celebrated, I would like to also briefly speak on who does Krishna choose as his parents to appear in this world. It's very interesting. Everything that Krishna does, he does it to convey something very, very important lesson for us to learn. In the Vrishni dynasty, there was a very, very great king whose name was Devamidha. Devamidha had two wives. One was a Kshatriya wife, another one was a Vaishya. Now, from the Kshatriya wife, he had a son whose name was Surasen. And from his Vaishya wife, he had a son whose name was Parjanya. Surasen became the king of Mathura district, while Parjanya, being the son of a Vaishya wife, naturally, spontaneously was attracted to take up the profession of herding the cows, and he actually shifted to Brajbhumi, to Gokul Mahavan. Parjanya was extremely benevolent person. He had all wonderful qualities. Now, Parjanya had 5 sons: Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sananda, and Nandana. These were the 5 sons. And at a suitable time, when Parjanya decided to retire, naturally, by his good qualities, all the cowherd community chose him to be their king. So Maharaj Parjanya, when he decided to retire, he called for Vasudeva, for his friend, and he called all the elders, and he wanted to announce that I want to hand over my kingdom to Upananda, my eldest son. So there was a huge gathering of all exalted personalities. And in that he announced that, my dear friends, with great happiness, I want to now hand over this responsibility to my eldest son, Upananda. Before anyone could say anything, Upananda got up and he said, my dear father, please wait a minute. He went closer to Nanda Maharaj, the third brother, who was the ultimate personification of wonderful qualities. He was the most loved person in the whole cowherd community. He was like a father to every one of the cowherd men. So loving, so extending, so much always eager to serve everyone. And Upananda said, I want to hand over this kingdom to the most qualified one amongst us, and that is Nanda Maharaj. And by the way, my name is Upananda, and Upananda means one who is assistant to Nanda. When he said this, even the devatas from the sky started showering flowers upon Nanda Maharaj, knowing that what was being demonstrated was such a loving, sweet relationship. In that cowherd community was another person by name Sumukha. He had a very beautiful daughter whose name was Yashoda. Her name was Yashoda because Yasha means fame, and Da means one who provides. Whomever she came in contact with, he would become extremely famous. And she was married to Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, the queen of Braj, were so much loved by everyone. It was a blissful time they were having. But there was only one problem, that they didn't have a son. They didn't have a child for a long, long time. So ultimately, everyone got together and they said, we will do some yajna so that Nanda Maharaj will get a son. And they were doing so many karmakandi yajnas, but Nanda Maharaj was not interested in that. But one day, he expressed to Yashoda, he said, Yashoda, I don't know why, repeatedly, I get in my dream a beautiful Neelamani, a beautiful, like a blue emerald, a beautiful child, darkish but extremely beautiful. He attracts my heart, and I feel I should have him as my son. Yashoda she put her eyes down and she said, let me tell you, even I am getting a similar dream. But I was really hesitating to tell anyone. Constantly, this beautiful child appears in my dream. And even I want to have that child. Then they decided for 1 year they will worship Lord Narayan by performing what is called as a Dwadashi Vrata. And they did that. And to cut the long story short, very soon that child appeared in the mind of Nanda Maharaj, and from there actually moved into the heart and eventually to the womb of Mother Yashoda. Now we know what Bhagavatam says is Vasudeva and Devaki, they were married and they were being taken. You all know the story how Kamsa comes, showing his affection to Devaki, wanting to ride her chariot, take her to her home. And suddenly this voice from the sky. And Krishna, he, whatever he does, he actually makes it so prominent for everyone. If he, just like, for example, he wanted to speak the Gita. Now, he could have spoken the Gita to anyone at any time. But look at the this the beautiful scene he sets, just like a diamond. A diamond may be very valuable, but if you just take it in the hand and move around, put it in on the newspaper and tie it up, its value is not appreciated. But if you take a gold ring and on top of it you mount the diamond, it stands out. Or you take a blue satin cloth and you put this beautiful diamond on top of it, it stands out. Similarly, Krishna used the battlefield of Kurukshetra with 18 Akshohini Senas, 11 here, 7 here. Conch shell is blown. Right at that time, Krishna chooses to speak the Gita to everyone at that time and for all time to come for all of us. Similarly, Krishna wants to show a contrast. Two personalities, Kamsa and Vasudeva. A person like Kamsa, a demoniac person at heart, for his own selfish reason, ready to go to any extent to protect himself, even to the point of wanting to kill his own younger sister, a woman, on the day of her marriage. And the contrast is Vasudeva. Having given a vow to protect her, even the cost of his life, even the cost of promising all the sons over to Kamsa without a question, not the eighth son, but eighth child, but every child, he agreed simply to protect Devaki, whom he was married just then. Krishna wants to show the contrast. Why I choose personalities like this. 6 sons are killed by Kamsa. 7th is Balaram, who in the 7th month is transferred from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, another wife of Vasudeva. And then comes the 8th child, Krishna. While Krishna is born here, the Supreme Lord dictates Yogamaya. Said, you go and appear in the womb of Yashoda. And it is described in the Puranas, in the scriptures, that Yashoda gave birth to 2 children that day. But because she was having extreme labor pain, she didn't realize. She was so tired, she kind of went into sleep. First was Krishna. And that's why Yogamaya is called the younger sister of Krishna. And Vasudeva brought the child from Mathura. And that child merged, Vasudeva Krishna, merged into the Nandanandan Krishna. So Krishna shows what kind of personalities he chooses. So after Krishna is born, and the next morning, of course, Yogamaya goes there, and Kamsa wants to kill her, but she goes into the air, slips from his hand, and she says, "You fool, the person who is about to kill you is already born somewhere else." And Kamsa starts killing every child born in that district for a month, beginning to end. Everyone should be killed. And there are witches going around, there are demons going around killing everyone, including Putana. She comes and killing everyone in the Braj. Nanda Maharaj is so happy. How did Nanda Maharaj celebrate Krishna's appearance? It's very interesting and very important for us to understand. In Braj, there is a song that they sing. नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की. नंद के आनंद भयो. Ananda personified, bliss personified, Satchidananda Rupam, Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. His bliss personified. And as soon as he was born, Nanda Maharaj was so happy, he started profusely distributing lot of wealth in charity. Anything that whatever people wanted, suitable gifts to everyone in Braj, he was distributing. So there was only two things happening in Nanda Gokul Mahavan, only two things happening: relishing and distributing. Relishing bliss, and in that blissful situation, distributing bliss to everyone. Only two things happening. Hathi dini, ghode dini, aur dini palki. Very interesting. जवानों को हाथी घोड़े, बूढ़ों को पालकी. This is special devotee care. Because hathi घोड़े for younger people. Older people may fall off the horse. So they were given palki. Safe. जवानों को लड्डू पेड़े, बूढ़ों को लापसी. They can't bite and all that. Sugar complaints, who knows? So very sensitively, as per the needs, profusely distributing wealth and satisfying. Why was Nanda Maharaj doing it? Only for two purposes, it is said. Sometimes we have so many celebrations. In Vedic culture, there are so many rituals. From the womb or even before coming to the tomb and after that. There's so many rituals. The purpose of ritual is only twofold. Essentially, Vishnu Aradhanarthaya Swaputrasya Udayaya cha. Simply he wanted to please the Lord and receive blessings for his child. So the purpose of any ritual, Vedic ritual, is first and foremost to please the Lord. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. If you satisfy the Lord, the whole creation is satisfied. When you water the root of the tree, every part of the tree is nourished. When you put food to the belly, every cell of the body is nourished. Similarly, the root of all existence, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, if Krishna is satisfied, if the Supreme Lord is satisfied, you know for sure that the whole creation will be satisfied. And without satisfying the Lord, Shrama hi kevalam. The rituals are simply empty, superficial, and burdensome. And secondly, you want blessings for whatever effort, endeavor you have started. You want blessings of well wishers, of elders, of the Lord and his devotees. So, profusely he was satisfying the devotees of the Lord. And his only aspiration was, if you are satisfied by all these gifts, please bless my child. That's all. So, Nanda Maharaj celebration involved two things. To say it in Hindi, luto or bato. Relish and distribute. That as soon as someone receives Krishna, this is the natural byproduct. You just cannot keep quiet. If Krishna takes birth in our heart, what's the proof that Krishna has taken birth in our heart? Krishna is there in everyone's heart. Krishna says in the Gita, I'm seated in everyone's heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridesher janatishthati. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sannivishto. But we have turned away from him. These wonderful festivals are an opportunity to remind us to turn towards Krishna, acknowledge his presence, express our gratitude for his reciprocation. How do we know? Krishna is there in our heart. Krishna says in the Gita, 10th chapter, for those who can't understand the subtleties of spirituality, even in the gross way, I am the strength of the strong. I am the intelligence of the intelligent. I am the ability in every individual. Where is it coming from? It's coming from him. As soon as Krishna takes birth, the first installment is you become joyful. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. And the nature of that bliss is you can't keep quiet. You want to distribute profusely to everyone. In fact, the amazing thing about spirituality, the more you give, the more it increases. The more you keep, the more it diminishes. You have to distribute it. The same Krishna who had come 5,000 years ago to relish the sweet exchange. It is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita that he came for two purposes. Prema rasa niryasa karite aswadan, raga marga bhakti loke karite pracharan. Aswadan and pracharan. Prema rasa niryasa. He wanted to relish the sweet love in different rasas, in the Vatsalya ras, Sakhya ras, Madhurya ras, and Shanta ras, Dasya ras. He's a Rasaraj. He wanted to relish and he wanted also to distribute. Raga Marga, what is that? I am not so much attracted by awe and reverence, worship in awe and reverence. This is the difference between Krishna and the other incarnations. Only Krishna demonstrates a particular type of rasa called the Parakiya rasa, where he has affairs with the gopis who are married. Some of them are married because there is more excitement. There is more risk involved in that kind of a relationship. Of course, everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. But that environment is created in Braj simply to enhance the sweetness of this beautiful exchange. So, same Krishna, after departing from this world, thought that I came to relish and I came to just advertise and went away. But now I want to distribute it. I want to share that love, what I relished, what I am controlled by, to the whole world. And therefore, he came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his associates, to have rasa, loving exchange of rasa, of sweet reciprocation. Sei pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya prema purva prema bhandarera mudra ughadiya. He appeared along with his associates to break open the seal of the dam of love of God. Panche mili lute prem kare aswadan. They plundered that treasure of prema and kare aswadan. They relished it. And after relishing, what did they do? When a person becomes drunk, I have actually seen one day after such late night program, I was going back to our temple. Right in front of our temple, there is a bar, Sapna Bar and Restaurant. Name also, Sapna. It opens only at night. And around 12:30 at night, I was coming back from the Grant Road station. And suddenly I saw a, six-piece, all this suit, fully, dressed up. One very rich man. He was kind of walked out, completely kind of swaying around like a mad elephant. And suddenly a beggar came and pulling his coat, said, say it. And so he was so totally drunk. And he said, Ye le, tu bhi kya yaad karega? And he put his hand in his pocket and took out a quarter bottle. And he said, Ye le. And sometimes they don't realize whatever is there they give. Next day morning probably they'll realize. But at that moment when you're drunk, you're in your own dhun mein hai bolte na? Ye le. Suddenly they become munificent, very magnanimous. So when Lord Chaitanya came, he was drinking the storehouse, the treasure house of bliss, of pure, unadulterated love, selfless and uninterrupted love for God. He was relishing, but after relishing, you just can't sit quiet. You have to give it out. Patra apatra vichar nahi, nahi sthana sthan, jai jahan paye tahan kare prem daan. They didn't consider who is qualified, who is not qualified. They didn't consider suitable place, not a suitable place. They didn't bother. They just wanted to give without consideration of qualification, without consideration of time, without consideration of place. Nothing. Take it. This is Lord Chaitanya. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. And a person who drinks it cannot keep quiet. He starts dancing. He starts singing. He is eager to distribute. And he takes pleasure in others relishing it. And that is why Lord Chaitanya started this Sankirtan. Yajne Sankirtana Praya Yajantihi Sumedhasa. Such a highest, never ever given before. This kind of entry. Imagine to get mukti, forget about bhakti, to get mukti, it may take millions of lifetimes. In this world, nobody wants to be controlled. Isn't it? Nobody wants to be controlled. Everyone wants freedom. I don't want to be controlled, under the control of someone. Not good. But the supreme controller, Krishna, is conquered and controlled by love. And that love, which can actually conquer him, he has come to distribute. How? Simply by the congregational chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, this is the purpose of the celebration of Janmashtami. The purpose, the very purpose for which the Lord descended 5,000 years ago to relish and to advertise what conquers me, who can conquer me, who can completely enslave me, what is the power. And 500 years ago, the same Lord came in the mood of a devotee to relish and to demonstrate and show to everyone and distribute to everyone without any criteria. So, how fortunate we are if we can at least begin to appreciate its magic. It's truly magic. We don't understand. The karmic cycle is so subtle and so stringent. No one can escape. Every thought, every word, every action entangles us in this world. It entangles us. But just by remembering Krishna, just by chanting his holy name, one can instantly get liberated. One can get instant freedom from millions of lifetimes of sinful reactions. That's the power of one name. What to speak of making that name our life and soul. Surrendering completely to the chanting of the holy name. And the day we understand this, truly that's a day to be celebrated. It is Maha Utsav. That's Mahotsav. You know, that's Nandotsav. So Krishna is already born. He's waiting to actually give his darshan. I would like to share with you one little sweet pastime that is revealed by one of our acharyas. In this pastime, supernatural becomes so natural. When Krishna appears, supernatural things become so natural. And people are not impressed by supernatural because as it was told here, he is our hero, superhero. What is that? Superhero? Yeah, what is that? Superstar. Superstar. Krishna is our superstar. So there is a small booklet written by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. I'll just conclude with that story. It's such a sweet story. And just by listening to it, this sweet love, the sweet exchange of love can be appreciated. One day, Satyabhama in Dwarka, she asked Krishna, her husband, she says, Krishna, I came to know in Vrindavan, you sowed some pearls in the ground and you grew some trees which were giving pearls. Is that true? Krishna said, yes. Really? Could you please tell us? And Krishna spoke. On one day, it was Diwali, the day of Diwali, and there were all the gopis gathered near a place called Radha Kund. There is a place called Malihar Kund. And there all the gopis had gathered. They had a lot of pearls, boxes of pearls, and they were stringing them into nice necklaces. So the cowherd boys saw this and they went to Krishna. They said, Krishna, they're making nice pearl necklaces. Krishna said, really? So he went along with some of the boys and he started looking at it. And there's beautiful pearls and they were making necklaces. So Krishna went to the gopis and she said, I have two cows which are very, very favorite to me. One's name is Harini, another one is Hasini. I want to make pearl necklace for them. Can you give me some pearls? The gopi said, out. Krishna said, you have so many pearls. Give me few now. I just want two necklaces for my two favorite cows. Nothing doing. When Krishna really begged, please, then Lalita Sakhi, she took one box and she searched, and at the bottom of that box, there was one little broken pearl. She picked it up and she said, okay, I can give you this one. Krishna looked at it, he said, nahi chahiye. And he was little sad and morose. So he went to Yashodama. Small boy. Maya, give me pearls. Yashoda said, sure, beta. Why do you want pearls? I want to sow them on the ground and grow pearl trees. Yashoda started laughing. So what? Pearls don't grow in the trees, beta. Lala, they grow, they actually are found in the ocean. No. I have seen Nanda Maharaj. Whatever he sows, trees come and thousands of times those same things come. So give me some pearls. Yashodamai laughed and she gave him a box full of pearls. Krishna took it along with all his cowherdmen. Chalo. And next day they were tilling the ground and sowing the pearls, digging the ground and sowing the pearls. The gopis came to know. They came and started holding their belly and laughing. Oh, such foolish, do pearls ever grow? Krishna said, you will see it will grow. And then he sent Madhumangal, his friend, go to the gopis. We will not put water. We will put milk so that the pearls will become more shiny. So we will put, instead of water, we will put milk. So go and get from the gopis. So he went to the gopis and said, give us some milk. He said, nothing doing. Go. Krishna said, don't worry, I'll go to Yashodamai. And Yashodamai said, please give us milk. She got a lot of milk. She gave. Why? To, water them. For 1 week, it went on watering, and the gopis would come and see and laugh. A week later, there were small saplings coming out. And the gopas went and said to the gopis, just see, something is coming out. The gopis looked and laughed like anything. They said, these are thorn trees. Only thorns will come. Krishna said, wait. Soon, these plants grew into wonderful shrubs and eventually trees. And thousands and thousands and thousands of pearls were there on the trees. They were the biggest pearls anyone had ever seen. And they were most colorful. Not only that, these pearls were so fragrant that the whole Brajbhumi could get the fragrance of these pearls. And the cowherd boy started plucking. And, huge baskets of pearls. And Krishna called all the boys, come here, we'll make pearl necklaces. And they started making. And Krishna said, call all our cows. All the cows in Vrindavan that we have should have a pearl necklace. All the cows had necklaces, pearl necklaces, colorful, fragrant, thick, huge ones. Then Krishna was not satisfied. Get all the buffaloes. All the buffaloes of Vrindavan should have one pearl necklace. Then, not just buffaloes. Call भैंस को क्या बोलते? Huh? Yeah. First bulls, then buffaloes. Call the buffaloes. Everyone should have a pearl necklace. Then he said, call all the goats. All the goats of ours and sheep, they will also have pearl necklace. In fact, a time came when all the monkeys in Vrindavan had a pearl necklace around them. And they were going around and dancing in front. When the gopis got this news, they were like extremely, Krishna's really made this. So many pearl necklaces. What to do? So they had a conference near Radhakund. And all the gopis came together. Pearl necklace, even monkeys have. So they decided, we should also do something. So the gopis went to their houses. All the pearls they had, they took. In fact, some of the gopis went to their mother's house and borrowed all the pearls from their mothers. And they gathered all the pearls. He said, what they sowed, 10 times we will sow. And they started digging the ground. And they sowed all the pearls quite deep. And they said, how did he water them? With milk? We'll not do it with milk alone. We will water it 3 times. Early morning with milk, afternoon with dahi, and evening with butter, so that we will get more fragrant, more bigger, and more colorful pearls. And the gopis, all the butter they had, all the milk, they were putting it and desperately watching. Kuch to aayega, kuch to aayega. Nothing happened. And all the cowherd boys would come in. Some days later, little saplings started coming up. The gopis were very happy. And the cowherd boys came, Arey, these are thorn bushes. Nothing is going to come. And sure enough, when they grew up, they were completely thorny bushes. Not one pearl was seen. The gopis were in tremendous anxiety. Their own pearls are also gone. And their mother's pearls also from their house. They were in tremendous anxiety. And they dug, the pearls are also not there now. They were extremely in anxiety. So they chose two gopis, Chandramukhi and Kanchana Lata. They were very good in talking. So they chose, come here. You go to Krishna and please tell him to give us some pearls, at least to save our face. We have to give back at home. He's giving it to all the monkeys also. Give it to us also. So Kanchanalata and Chandramukhi came and started talking to Krishna. Krishna, so much pearls you have. Give something now. We can give it back to the gopis. Krishna said, sure. You're asking, I'll surely give. But on one condition. He said, what is that condition? The condition is, I will give pearls on the condition that I'll just give one pearl. It's the costliest. Even the Kaustubh money of Narayan cannot compare to even one of my pearls. But I'll give that pearl, provided Radharani should give me any price I ask for it. And if she does not, then I will capture her and imprison her in one of these bushes of Vrindavan. Go and tell her. They went and told. Absolutely, Radharani didn't agree. She said, nothing doing. So they came back. Then they chose a mediator to negotiate. They sent Subal, Radharani's younger brother, said, you go, you negotiate with Krishna. And he tried negotiating. Krishna said, no, fix kiya price, kuch kam nahi hoga. And from that side also, they didn't agree. Eventually, all the gopis became so morose because their pulse was gone. From their mother's house also the pulse was gone. Then they again had a conference near Radhakund. And they were literally in tears. And when Krishna came to know that they are in tears, he called all the cowherd boys, come here. And then he collected the best of the pearls that he had. And he put it into boxes. And on the boxes was this gold plating on which he wrote down the name of every one of the gopis and filled those boxes with pearls and sent it to each one of them as a gift from his side. When the gopis got this, they were so thrilled. They cooked such wonderful feast. They went to Vrindavan, collected all the flowers and made beautiful garlands. And they sent it through the Gopas to Krishna. So that all the Gopas could put on that garland and have a wonderful feast. And then the Gopis nicely decorated themselves, took the pearls and went to their homes. Thus finishes the beautiful pastime of Krishna, sweet reciprocation with the Gopis of Vrindavan. So, you may wonder, how many of you, really, tell me from the core of your heart, how many of you believe this pastime actually happened? Please raise your hand. Don't try to please me. अरे बेचारे मर मर के बोल रहे हैं, इनको खुश करने के लिए उठा दो यार हाथ थोड़ा. Do you believe all this really? Do you think pearls grow from the ground? Yeah. Prabhupada used to tell a story. There was a cobbler, and across the street there was a Brahmana. Both were devotees. He would worship the Lord every day, and the cobbler would be chanting God's names. One day Naradji happened to come. And he went to the Brahmana first. And the Brahmana said, Naradji, where are you going? I'm going to Narayan. Oh, asking, when will I get liberated and when will I go back to the spiritual realm? I said, okay. And then he went to the cobbler. The cobbler, oh, Naraji, please come and sit. Served him very nicely. Said, please, 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 you're going, looks like you're going to Narayan. Please pray that he gives his mercy upon me. Someday I can serve him. So Naraji went to Vaikuntha, met Narayan, and he asked him, these two have sent a message. When will they be liberated? When will they come to serve you? The Lord said this Brahmana will come after millions of lifetimes. And this cobbler will come in this very lifetime, at the end of this very lifetime. Naraji was shocked, said, why? Said, you will get the answer. When you go, and in case they ask you, what was Narayan doing? You just tell them, he was putting an elephant through the eye of a needle. You just tell them that. You will know why one is qualified and other one is not yet. So Naraji came down and he goes to the Brahman. The Brahman says, oh Naraji, you went to Vaikuntha, you saw my Lord. When will I be delivered? Said, some millions of lifetimes, that's all. What? Impossible. I worship the Lord every day. How can you even say that? Really? Really you had gone to Vaikuntha? Yes. Tell me what he was doing. He was putting an elephant through the eye of a needle. I think you are gone crazy. Probably you are not even Narada. Get out. They went to the cobbler. The cobbler singing the name of, oh Naraji, please come, sit down. Please tell me about my Lord. What, his activities. I want to hear about his form, his activities, his qualities. Did Narayan send me some message? Was he, happy with me? Said, yes, you will go in this very lifetime. Said, really? Oh, please tell me more. What was he doing? How was it like? He said, do you know something what he was doing? He was putting an elephant through the eye of a needle. The cobbler had tears in his eyes. He said, oh, wow, wonderful. What else? Naraji said, do you believe this? Do you believe what I am saying? The cobbler said, of course. What do you mean? How do you believe? He said, I am sitting under this banyan tree since 3 generations. My 3 generations are sitting under this banyan tree. And in this banyan tree are so many fruits. And in these fruits there are thousands of seeds. And my Lord has put a banyan tree inside each of these seeds, within the fruit. So if he can put a banyan tree inside a small, insignificant, tiny seed, what's the difficulty for him to put an elephant through the eye of a needle? Naraji understood. Why is this person qualified? Because he has faith. Faith in what? Faith in the inconceivable power of the Lord. Anhoni ko honi kar de, honi ko anhoni. What's difficult for the Lord? Who breathes out and millions of universes come out. The day we realize that Supreme Lord comes amongst us simply to relish, to advertise, and eventually to distribute that love. And the ultimate perfection of life is to actually develop the seed of that love in the form of faith. Faith is the seed, love is the fruit. Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anarthanuti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Bhav, Prem. What is faith today? The seed will transform into pure love later. So on this auspicious day when we begin our Aarti, Let's pray that please Krishna, the reason for which you descend into this world, please shower your mercy, because on birthday the Lord is wanting to give some return gift. You all have come and given the gift of your presence. His return has given you a return gift, the gift of this sweet gem like love for him, which is dormant in everyone's heart. Let it be awakened, and let us perfect our lives by actually developing that love. Then this Janmashtami wouldn't be another kind of a festival and a social function, but truly a most significant day of our life. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamahotsav ki, Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That's a wonderful pravachan. Indeed, a lot of takeaway, the power of surrender to the Harinam. Let us all surrender to this love of Krishna and take the blessings of Krishna and participate in the Maha Aarti that is going to happen now. At the same time, I would like to announce counter one would be open now for the ladies and mothers and children, and the others can please wait till the Maha Aarti is over. So please, those who wish to have the dinner, please go ahead with the prasadam. The others, please take part. Thank you. Sorry, there's one more announcement. I call upon Shankar Rao Prabhuji to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, all, and Haribol to all the devotees, Prabhujis, Matajis attended for this wonderful Janmashtami celebrations. Just I want to remind that immediately of this vote of thanks, we'll have the Maharati offered to the Lord. Please take the blessings of the Lord. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on this great occasion. I, on behalf of Saranam, HPNG Satsang Committee, extend my sincere thanks to His Grace Radhanath Gopi Prabhuji for kindly accepting our invitation in his busy schedule and delivered such an inspiring message to all of us. We all inspired by his great words. Thank you, Prabhuji. We are very much grateful to His Grace Surya Krishna Prabhuji and His Grace Sudhir Prabhuji for guiding us and taking care of the Abhishekam and dressing up their lordships. I convey my sincere gratitude to Her Grace Amritanam Mataji and His Grace Krishnanam Prabhuji, like every year arranging for the deities Sri Sri Radha Giridhari for the Janmashtami celebrations. We are also honored for the presence of His Grace Srikant Krishna Prabhuji and His Grace Narsingalila Prabhuji and making this event more special. I also express special gratitude to His Grace Sri Damasaka Prabhuji and His Grace Vrishabhanu Prabhuji, who continuously providing us for the last 2 years satsang, and even in COVID period provided the online satsang and also provided guiding us during these Janmashtami celebrations. We are also thankful to the devotees who came from outside and for their gracious presence and giving their association. I also wish to express my gratitude to Kirtan Party led by His Grace Prakash Nanda Prabhuji and his team. I appreciate the extraordinary efforts made by all the children of HP Nagar colony and their parents for their great performance in the drama and dance, which made this event more special. My sincere thanks to Rangoli Group for their wonderful Rangoli. My special thanks to HPNA office led by Sri Kesarkar, Kishore Kumar Garu and the team and others giving us for this all for conducting this function, and also special thanks to the club attendants Das, Rakesh and the electrician for providing all the help. I failed in my duty if it did not tell thanks to the team who has provided all the support for conducting this program. I convey my sincere thanks to Premna Prabhuji, our Rajeshwari Mataji, for leading the team of volunteers who came from HP Nagar East, HP Nagar West, BPCL, Tata Colony, RCF, and other HPCL devotees from outside the colony for their wonderful services, who had continuously working for the last 1 month and made this event a very grand success. We express our gratitude to the catering team for the nice prasadam by His Grace Raghav Kishore Prabhu and his team, and also the decorator Sri Vicky and his team. We are grateful to the residents of HP Nagar East who have contributed and either by donating Lakshmi or in kind and make this program in a large scale. Our heartfelt thanks to all the devotees who have brought more than 75 bogas with a love and devotion and offered to the Lord and made them more than a chappan boga for the Lord. Our heartfelt thanks to all the devotees who has appeared here both online and offline. I wish to convey my sincere thanks to all the participants presented here, and if we have made all the efforts in concluding this portion very successfully. If any mistakes or any discomfort to anybody, please excuse us. Hari Bol. Thank you all.
So thank you, Shankara Prabhuji. A very important announcement. So before we start the Aarti, since Mataji has announced already that Prasadam counter is on, please note, should not, please take care of this thing that Prasadam is not being wasted. There is no difference between Krishna and Prasadam. So please take care of that. And another instruction is that please honor the Prasadam outside the auditorium as per HPNE office rules.
We once again hope to see you all for the fortnightly satsang, and please enroll more children for your children's program. I, Lata Nair,
Virendra Gupta,
signing off.
signing off.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, राम राम हरे हरे। सभी बोलिए प्रेम से, हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna